So over here I have the Intel Xeon E3-1220 V3. This is a Xeon processor used for mainly workstations and servers and whatnot. But this is a light one. This only has like 4 cores, 4 threads. It doesn't even have hyper threading, but for what I ordered it's gonna be perfect because I'm only gonna use that for a media server and streaming and whatnot, like video streaming and just to store files and all that. So this is like a bit overkill for that, if anything. And it comes with a weird thermal paste bag over here. So let me just open it up and I'll take a closer look. Okay, so here I have the processor in my fingers. As you can see, it says Intel Xeon E3-1220 V3, 3.9 gigahertz, made in Vietnam, and I think the batch number or something. But yeah, overall it's very nice. Feels pretty light for a processor like that, I guess. It's an LGA 1150, and yeah, I will be using that with this motherboard. I made a video about this. It's just a Machinist H97 Strong, that's how it's called. I'm gonna be pairing that with it and some ECC memory. Hopefully it will work with this motherboard. Like people say it doesn't, like the sellers and everything that sells this motherboard, but they advertise it for to support 32 gigabyte. So it's impossible for it to support 32 gigabyte desktop memory because this thing only has 2 slots, two DIMM slots, and desktop memories for DDR3 only made it to 8 gigabyte per stick. So unless they're meaning like to use a ECC memory, which does have 16 gigabyte per stick, DDR3, so then there is no way that this supports 32 gigabyte, but that's what we're going to check in a little bit. But right now I'm talking about this processor here. Yeah, there isn't much I can say about this until we tested it, and you can obviously see it's used. There is some thermal paste residue on the edge over there. If you can, I don't know if you can see it. It's like going out of focus. I can't really swing it by because it's going out of focus, but there is some thermal paste residue on it. So this thing has been used like who knows how long and who knows for what. But it doesn't matter. For the price I paid for it, I'm willing to take the risk. And well, you know, processors are pretty strong and reliable and solid state kind of. So yeah, what I'm gonna do right now is I'm going to place this thing in the motherboard and we'll test fire it, see if it works with the ECC memory or just works in general. If not, I have some other desktop memory that I will be using just to see that this thing is, you know, fired up. H97 Strong. With the Xeon it works well, 16 gigs. It's still it's only the HyperX. The ECC that is not supported, but at least I got the Xeon to work. But yeah, it works, and yeah, that's it. I mean, finally. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna run a few things and just, you know, a few benchmark tools to test this thing out. And yeah, I guess this is pretty much it. I'll put it back in the case. This is the case that I will be using, the Node 304. I took out the hard drive cages, but there are 3 hard drive cages that you could put like 2 hard drives in each cage, so that give you 6 hard drives in total. And yeah, once I'll be done with everything, I'll put it back in. I'm not gonna use this graphics card. I'm gonna run headless, since the Synology DSM, the Xmenology thing, is like a web GUI. You can access that via the web page, the IP and everything. Instead of, I'm gonna use this thing, the HBA controller, INSPO or something like that. I made a video about that too. It's gonna sit in the PCIe slot instead. So yeah, this turned out to be better because I wasn't looking forward to use my test bench, you know, with the graphics card all the time. So right now I can use the i3-4170 back in the test bench, using the integrated graphics card. And here I don't need an integrated graphics card or any graphics card. As a matter of fact, it's just gonna run headless. And yeah, that's it. So yeah, thank you for sticking up with me all this time. Yeah, I'll see you in the next video.